Hello and welcome to Subnautica News 67. As you saw just now, official early access cinematic trailer has just released, and with it an official release date of May 14th. You did not mishear, you heard it right. We finally will be able to sub all over Nautica 2 as the long-running Unknown Worlds Founders vs Krafton lawsuit concluded with the founders pulling an easy win and Krafton taking the L. The court ruling was that Krafton schemed to sabotage the Subnautica 2 early access timeline to avoid paying $250 million in payout using ChatGPT. Judge also ruled that the former CEO, Ted Gill, must be reinstated after being fired without valid cause, returning control over Subnautica 2's early access to him, and extended the time period over which the team could secure that $250 million payment, giving them up until 15th of September 2026 to meet the demands of their contract. As an addition, it sure will be awkward over between the developer and publisher, as Krafton still remains Unknown Worlds' parent company, but what comes of it is something future will tell. For the catch-up news, since the last installment of Subnautica News, the Voices from Beyond short series concluded. I will not be covering the details since it would spoil the contents of the shorts, so you can hear the voice acting and events for yourself on the official Subnautica channel. What I will, on the other hand, dive into is video showcasing building in Subnautica 2, which I would describe as a major upgrade over the system we had in both Subnautica 1 and Below Zero. The original base building, if you remember, was already modular, for the most part, with being able to mix and match habitat elements with each other. However, it looks like Subnautica 2 with the whole system is taken to another level, where if we were to make a comparison, previous two games were like building bases out of Legos, while the upcoming sequel seems more like molding the habitat out of clay almost. The whole system seems to be still based around modularity. However, it goes much more in depth, so those of you who love building, decorating aspect of the series will probably be thrilled with those changes.
In the future, players will be able to paint their base, change different colors, different cosmetic options inside, change the color of lights, toggle lights on and off.
Another major insight into the game was an interview on a bigger YouTube channel on Thomnia, where among other things we saw new tool called Sonic Resonator.
So you may notice that here we have a boom sap. If I charge up my resonator, my Sonic Resonator, I can remove that, gain access to a supply crate, and also help our friend the water slug.
An aggressive creature named Void Leviathan that will be guarding edge of the map. Gameplay element Genetic Modification, along with the first look at game UI that takes vastly different approach than both previous games. Instead of the UI being projected in the world itself on PDA tablet, it's a non-immersive screen similar to games like Minecraft, for example.
With pulse control, it reduces your oxygen consumption when not moving. And then with dash, you can move quickly at a large distance in any direction to avoid incoming predators or escape. It's really, really fun. And you'll notice with dash, I can just like dash around.
We have also gotten a peek of the multiplayer aspect of the game and how that is working out.
Players really latched onto isolation, and that became so essential to Subnautica. Now with Subnautica 2, with a fresh start, new engine, we thought to ourselves like, okay, this is the moment where we can still make a game that can deliver on isolation for people that want that, but we can also have multiplayer. The important distinction there is that any part of the game isn't going to require cooperative play. But if I want to come along and bring a friend, they can totally participate with me in every moment along the way. We never wanted to encroach on someone's game that just is like, I want to play solo. We never wanted to have the moment where you had to pull the switches in tandem. That's never the way we want it to be. Optional co-op start to finish.
Subnautica 2 is completely playable on portable gaming machines and handheld devices. We have a large team that's dedicated to optimizing performance, and we're taking it extremely seriously. Our development philosophy has always been that the game should be playable anywhere with anybody. I'm playing it every night on my Steam Deck before I go to bed, and it's a great experience. It's just a fantastic device to be able to play these games.
And this concludes Subnautica News 67. Thank you for watching. Till next time.